Folks, I've got with me a very interesting individual. He's very new in the blues scene, but he has an old soul that goes along quite well with his guitar performances. I present to you Amani Burnham.
Hi, thank you very much for having me.
From what I understand, you came from overseas and were brought into a family in Connecticut. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and Chuck Berry came into your life because of your dad's musical influences, right?
yeah, definitely. At a very, very early age, I mean, even when I was probably a baby, he was playing all that stuff. But like, obviously, when I first started like getting like memories and stuff like that, it was definitely like 7 or 8 around was when I started getting into that stuff.
Okay. Now I understand that Chuck Berry is one of your musical heroes, and also Gene Krupa, right?
Yeah, those were my first two, like, yeah, musical heroes, I'd say. Because Gene, obviously, for the drumming, and Chuck for the guitar.
Now for the drumming part, did which one came first? Was it drums or was it guitar that came first?
So it was drums that came first, and I started taking lessons at, man, I forget. I want to say like 9 or something like that, and then guitar I started taking lessons at 11.
Okay. And then I know that you started practicing more on the guitar at one point, especially during COVID, where you just practiced and practiced and practiced, and also became a TikTok star in the sense that people were actually enjoying the way you were playing. From what I understand, you were renowned to play with your right thumb instead of a pick.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you decided to use the thumb instead of a pick?
It was mostly just. I'll be honest. It's like laziness. It's just because I feel like for everybody when they first pick up a guitar, like their natural instinct,
Yeah.
sometimes for some people, is to use their thumb. So obviously for me, like that's kind of what happened, and it always just felt comfortable. I tried, kind of learning with a pick, but it was never comfortable and it never stuck. So
Okay. So you're more comfortable with your thumb than with a pick. Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Um, now, the reason why you're here is because your album Roots and
Wings.
thank you is coming out May 29th, and three singles are available, which I listened to them religiously for the last 4 days.
Thank you.
The Roots and Wings one is more akin to your beginnings. It was a song that you wrote um, because you're from Ethiopian descent, and then you threw in what you felt and how you made it feel. But let's go to the subject matter of when did you guys actually start doing the album? Because I know Jeff Schroebel, I think that's his last name,
Yeah.
and yourself and a bunch of interesting characters went into the studio to actually record. Was it done in studio live during the period, or were you doing kind of cross digital transfers to put in beds and whatnot?
Yeah, it was when we recorded the album. We were in the studio all together, and studio musicians had learned the parts uh, prior to going in. But when we were first kind of like writing and working on the songs, it was just like it was a fun time, at least for me, because like we would just call like once or twice a week, like over the summer, and just kind of like go over like lyrics and going over like riffs and like, all right, we can keep this, let's get rid of this, you know what I mean, stuff like that.
Okay. And I know it's 12 tracks in total on the album.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Out of the songs, everything is fresh. It's brand new.
Yeah.
There's no covers from what I understand. How
There's
was?
there is one cover.
Oh, there
There
is.
is one cover.
Is
There's a
it?
the slow blues "Bleeding Heart" is an Elmore James cover.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Yeah.
Honor to the
Other than that, it's all fresh.
well, blues. No matter how old it is and whoever you're covering, it's still you take the time to do your spin,
Yeah.
which is even better. Now, in the studio, apart from you and Jeff, who was present for the recording?
So I really do forget people's names. I kind of feel bad.
That's okay.
I think the first names were Matt and Ray. I can't remember the last names, but they were Matt was bass and Ray was drums, and then the engineer's name was Sean. I'm
Okay.
remembering that, and I forget. I feel bad now, of course. I forget who owns the studio, but everybody was very nice, and it was very welcoming. It wasn't stressful at all, so I was very comfortable,
Okay. Well, don't worry.
especially for a first time playing, first time like recording. So
So, did you guys actually have a chance to develop not a meaningful bond, but uh, kind of a chemical romance in regards to your musical stylings?
yeah, sort of. I mean, we started recording on the Saturday, but then on the Friday I showed up. We all showed up at around like 5 or 6 or something like that. So we kind of just got to know each other. We kind of just went through the whole album just to kind of see how we each other play
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's honestly what really helped like making the album. But yeah, so we had that moment a little bit, and then after the first day, we got through I think maybe like 8 songs on the first day. So after that, we just kind of we just talked about music, talked about all the touring stuff that they've done, and just things like that.
Okay. Now, the album itself is under the same first song name, so Roots and Wings. This is your first song, or first album, and you were scooped up by Blind Pig Records in less than 2 years. So 1.5 years is what they're quoting.
Yeah, it was maybe I mean it was yeah I think it was a year because I remember I started my guitar account on the like late September, and
Yeah.
then actually no, you're right, because I keep forgetting it's when I got signed, not when they reached
Well,
out to me, because they reached out to me like October of 2024, but then I didn't get the official offer till like spring, like around like now. Last year is when I got the official offer. So yeah, you're right. My bad.
no, there's no bad, there's no good. It's all fine.
Yeah.
It's just that the information that I managed to actually search to try and find out exactly what kind of
Yeah.
character that you were, how you were doing. Jeff sent me an email, and that's where I decided, okay, well, Amani's a new racehorse in blues who's coming down the straight. I might as well just do an interview with him because I love blues and jazz, and your face and your voice and your guitar licks are simply amazing. At least on the singles. I can't wait to hear the rest.
Thank you. Yeah.
Now, in regards to your guitar, is there a specific guitar that you actually enjoy using more than most?
Um. I love my Strat that I have, the Fender Strat, but I kind of go through a rotation. Recently, I got a PRS had given me a guitar, and it sounds amazing and it feels amazing. So right now, that's probably my favorite, the PRS. But for the recordings, I did use the Strat, and that's still, oh, even if it's not my favorite now, it used to be forever. It still holds a place in my heart.
Is that the white one?
That's the white one, yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay.
Strat.
So on any, well, both guitars, I guess, is there a particular type of string that you enjoy using more than most?
Um,
Because I know it varies depending on the artist. So
Honestly, I never paid much attention to strings, like type, like gauge or whatever.
Mhm.
So it all just kind of it all kind of varies. I'm sure I subconsciously picked the same brand and same ones, but it just I never thought much about it.
Okay. So with the album coming out, apart from you being a musician and very well versed in your craft,
Thank you.
dedicated to the teeth, do you even have time for hobbies? Anything that might spark some creation life into a song that you've started working on?
Um, I mean, guitar was the hobby, and then now it's become my job. So I'm like really kind of excited about that.
Good.
Sometimes like occasionally like I don't know, I'll draw. I'll I don't have that many hobbies now that guitar is still kind of like just like my job now. But I used to draw and stuff like that. My dream was always I would love to be able to draw my own album cover. So I think that would be really cool. But yeah, I guess that's my answer for that.
So when you're creating, when you're doing, I'm trying to find the proper words. How do you create your lyrics and your actual sheet music for yourself in regards to writing a new tune? Do you doodle on napkins, paper towel? Is it just regular sheet music paper, or anything else? I mean, creation varies depending on the artist. So
Yeah, I mean I have a like a binder of lyrics and stuff like that. But I usually write it. I finish the song on like the notes app on my phone,
mm-hmm.
and like I just kind of I don't know if I'm just usually the good lyrics like come like when I'm on long drives. If you're if you're taking a shower or something like that, then that's when some of the good stuff comes. But I just it kind of depends. Sometimes I'll come up with the uh the instrumental just from jamming with myself, and I'll finish the instrumental, then write the lyrics. Or sometimes I'll just have like these like I'll have like a few verses in mind that I think sound cool, and then I just kind of find a riff or chord progression that's gonna fit over those verses. So it kind of varies.
Okay, so basically you've got it. Well, for the last few years you've been practicing, so pretty much
Yeah, yeah,
you can work around the lyrics, or lyrics work around the tune. So
yeah, yeah. It just depends on the song.
okay. Out of the blues formats, is there a particular type of song that you prefer? The ballad versus rock blues, or do you prefer doing slow blues once in a while?
Slow blues, yeah, I'd say once in a while. I do like coming up with like riffs and kind of that hard rock and blues stuff is really fun, and it's always like it's always fun to like because it's just it makes me energetic when I write it and makes me like excited to kind of play it live and excuse me and record it.
Uh-huh.
But I love ballads. I mean I have plenty of songs around there on the like you know on the ballad side, so it's fun for either or.
Okay. So I don't have much to actually ask, because I know Jeff co-wrote songs with you. Was he
Yeah.
involved throughout the whole album, or?
Yeah, he helped me. Yeah, he helped me with everything. I mean, we kind of. It wasn't like. Well, yeah, it wasn't just one person coming up with everything. I mean, we kind of both came up with bits and pieces of lyrics and bits and pieces of instrumental stuff.
Okay, so basically, one of you would go, "Hey Jeff," or "Hey Amani." Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like that. Just like, hey, listen to this. This is what I came up with.
So I don't have many questions, because there's
Okay.
this is brand new.
Yeah.
Brand new album, brand new man on the scene, and
Yes, sir.
we can't wait to see what you're going to be doing. I'm assuming that you've got touring planned with the new album.
Yeah, we've got a good amount of gigs for this summer, so I'm really excited. Yeah.
It's a pity none of them are in Canada right now. Probably up in like Toronto or Montreal, but I'm on the
Yeah.
East Coast, east of Maine. So
Okay. Well, I'm on the East Coast. I think what's one that we got close to Maine. We've got one in Westport, Connecticut. We've got one coming up in Middletown, Connecticut. Um, I'm blanking. We've got the only East Coast ones we have are I think in Connecticut.
okay.
So it'd be a little bit of a hike for you, but
Well, I'm used to it. My godparents live in Connecticut,
oh, okay. There you
Hartford,
go then.
Hartford to
Oh,
be
really? Okay,
specific.
that's not too far then.
Yeah.
From me, at least.
So, with everything said and done, the new album, your face, your voice, your guitar, the people that are involved, I'll make sure that they're actually listed on the video.
Got it. Thank you.
The last question I have is something I ask everyone that appears on my interviews. So, what would be your favorite food dish? Now, by that, I mean, if I gave you a buffet of foods,
Yeah.
there'd be only the one thing that you'd always go to because that's what you want almost every day.
All right. I think. I mean, I'd say just a meal or just like a food because I like.
No,
I mean, I would say cheeseburger and fries, but if I had to pick one, I'd just say like probably fries.
okay. So fries would be the food dish that you'd actually crave the most?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. I'm a fry guy.
Okay, well, fry guy, you're also a fly guy on the guitar.
Exactly. There you go.
Well, Amani, thank you so much for taking the time. I know that you
Of
were
course.
busy, but I thank Jeff also to actually making this happen.
Yeah.
You're fantastic on the three the three singles. I
Thank
can't
you
wait
very
to
much.
hear the rest of the album.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, and I wish you a very good evening.
Thank you. I'll
Have a
see
nice
you.
bye.